Hey team,
Hi, everybody. Hope you guys are all doing well.
we decided to create a call that you can refer back to at any point that is a real life conversation that covers objections of both a pending customer and pending specialist. So we're going to do a little role playing, trying to address everything that you and we come up against all the time. So you'll have the tools to navigate those situations and something to hear that you can learn by audio and practice, because practice makes perfect.
Absolutely. And what I'm going to do is I'll come on as the specialist. I will be the ever specialist. And Amelia is going to come on as the client, potential client, and prospect.
Mhm.
So we
Yes.
hope it's helpful. And we might stop and start a little bit along the way, but hopefully you'll just hear some of these conversations happen and it'll just help you to have really, really good, smart conversations when you're talking to people, both on the product side and, of course, on the sponsoring side.
Yep, and listen to this as if you can do this one-to-one with your people, but also this would be a very similar format if you were running a three-way call, a new term for that might be curiosity call is a nice way to invite people to that, because that's the tone that we're trying to set and not anything pushy. So, okay, here we go.
Awesome.
All right, first I'm going to be a customer.
Okay.
All right. Hi, Leslie.
Hey, Amelia, how are you?
I'm really well. Thank you so much.
Good, good. Hey, did you by any chance get those samples that I sent you?
I did, and I really, really like them. I'm so happy that I found you at this point in time. You know, I've tried a lot of different things. There's a lot going on. My teens, I've tried different things. Like my teen has tremendous acne, and I'm really concerned with like my bags and my dark circles and my fine lines. Sometimes I have breakouts. Everything seems to be shifting for my kids and my face. And I just don't know what to use. I think on my teen, we've tried some Cetaphil or Proactive, kind of bounce back and forth between those two things.
Yeah.
You know, I'm thinking of going to a dermatologist, but I think that I'm just hoping that you have something that will help.
Yeah, well, absolutely. I mean, always go to the dermatologist for your skin check. You know, that's so important. We always tell people to do that every year. But no, I'm really glad that you reached out to me. So you've got a few different things going on here.
Yeah.
Let's talk about you first.
Okay.
A little self-care for mom. That's always a good thing, right? So what is your number one skin concern of all of the things that you've mentioned? Kind of the number one thing that you look in the mirror and you're like, oh, of course you're gorgeous, but something that you feel like you're battling a little.
I think my tired eyes and the increasing fine lines and wrinkles. Sometimes there's some discoloration. I'm noticing like some extra brown spots, especially with the summer sun.
Yeah, yeah. And that's really common. And unfortunately, with the dark spots, the sunspots, it's just part of the aging process. And aging is obviously a privilege, but sometimes it's good just to slow it down a little bit. And I think I've got something that's going to be really helpful that can combat all of that, but do it in a really safe and effective way. Now, you said, or have you been using any of the Cetaphil or Proactive?
I use Cetaphil sometimes. I mean, it's mostly, I've been very bad, just basic over-the-counter stuff.
Okay.
You know, I used to use Clinique all the time growing up, and now it's just, you know, been some, you know, this cleanser, that cleanser from the drugstore.
Yeah.
I've never really done anything that serious.
Okay. And that's really common. Honestly, that's what I did before I started as a specialist. And it's interesting. I battled some of the stuff that you're dealing with right now. And I found that Ever solved all of those problems. And they did it in a way that felt really hybrid. So everything we do at Ever, not only is it totally clean and it's good for you and it's extremely efficacious, but it's also going to give you like very, very real results in a way that no other line can do. So we are great at fighting the top 10 visible signs of aging, but by using very, very few products. So it's really nice. For example, for you, our Pure Results regimen is a simple 4 steps, 5 products that you use once or twice a day. I like to say twice a day, sometimes at night. You know, it's tough to get it all in, but ideally twice a day. And it's going to cover all of those things. So for example, you have dark spots. We have our Allure Best of Beauty Winter Peel Pads. It's our exfoliator. It's also a toner. It does like everything. And they literally have gotten rid of people's dark spots. That is one of the products that converted me to Ever. I had terrible sunspots. I started using the products and I saw them diminish pretty rapidly. By 6 months, some of them were actually gone. So they work. and they're good for you. So it's kind of amazing. We have
Mhm.
another product in there called Youthful, which is a fabulous serum. It's going to really help to diminish the fine lines and wrinkles that you're worried about. And then on top of that, we've got these awesome cleansers. So if you're prone a little bit to breakout still sometimes, am I hearing you say you've got kind of combo skin? Uh,
Yeah.
yeah. And we've got a great cleanser that's going to have, it has a little salicylic acid in it, but it also has willow bark in it. So what that really means is that you're going to get that good clinical grade kind of cleanse. It's going to feel really crisp and refreshing, but it also has this willow bark in it. So it's going to be really calming and gentle. So nothing's going to feel like clinical. Nothing's going to feel like the stuff that the dermatologist gives you, which can cause lots of redness and irritation before it works. Our products are really gentle and beautiful, yet they're all these actives in it, so they work. So I would definitely suggest for you our Pure Results regimen. The products that you would use, and I'll show this to you. It's very easy. I'll just send you a bag so you don't have to think about this again. It's just going to have all the products already in it for you, loaded and ready. But it's with our Rebalance Cleanser, which I just talked about, those peel pads, which are just going to completely retexturize your skin and do all the cellular turnover that you need. Going to get a Youthful in there, which is our plumping, amazing high peptide serum that I just love. People literally cry when they run out of it. It's that good. And then you're going to get Daylight Moisturizer, which is really our number one seller, that and our Youthful. It's got a chemical-free SPF in it. You can choose your tint or clear, up to you, and it's going to give you amazing moisture. You're going to get that, which you're like not going to be able to live without. And your husband's going to want it too, by the way. And then at night, you're going to just use an oil-free Hydro Lift, which locks in the whole regimen, gives you amazing moisture, feels so good. All of these products. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. And all of these products have our transformative Magnolia-based LSR10 in it. So
Wow.
did you know, have you heard of Magnolia bark?
No.
Yeah, it's fascinating. It's actually from ancient Chinese medicine, and it's 1,000 times more potent than vitamin E. So it's super restorative. It's really going to just give you like the most amazing skin. I've actually felt that in about 3 years that I've been using Ever, I've really felt like I've aged backwards. My skin's never looked and felt better. And I really do attribute it to that LSR10. Magnolia bark's a fabulous ingredient. So you're going to like just treat yourself to all of this. Basically just boils down to 4 very, very simple steps that you're going to do morning and night. I'm going to give you
It's simple because it sounds like a lot.
it's 4 steps. It's so, so easy. I can't even tell you how easy it is. It's funny because I talk to a lot of people. A lot of people share your concern, by the way. I sure did when I started. I'm like, oh boy, I don't think I really even used, what do I use? 2 or 3 products.
Right.
Then I went through my cabinet. I don't know if you've ever done this. I went through my cabinet. It was like a graveyard of like products, just all these like bottles of like, God knows what, like a quarter, I've used a quarter of this, a quarter of that. Nothing was really working. I must have had $1,000 worth of stuff in there. No joke. Over the years, a lot of it had to be like bad. I should have just tossed it. And that's why I find most people are in that same position. They just have like, I don't know about you. You just have like all these different things that you're trying. Nothing's really working. Occasionally something kind of works, but then you've got some other, problem with your skin because it's not balanced or whatever.
Right.
So people, I'll just say, get rid of all that. Get rid of it. Go with these beautiful, simple hybrid products. And then also just watch those ingredients, Make sure that anything that you're using, obviously we hope you use Ever, but
Yeah.
make sure that anything you're using is exceeding the European Union safety standards.
So is my teen, could he kind of jump on that with me and try it, like the same thing on him?
Yeah, with your teen, tell me the number one. Is he like breaking out a lot? Is he oily?
Yeah, those 2 things.
Yeah. Well, a couple things you can do. He's got a couple different options. We've got a really, really awesome regimen called PYT. That is our Pretty Young Trio. That's got a really cool waterless cleanser in it that a lot of our teens are loving. It's going to give them, it's got a toner, it's a cleanser, all in one. Really, really nice product. So he could try that. He can also try a little bit of your Rebalance. And I really encourage you to have him, try both and see what works best in terms of cleansers. And then those peel pads are going to be amazing for him. Like amazing. I can't tell you. I mean, I can tell you, and I'll show you the before and afters of teens who have used the peel pads combined with a little Rebalance, and what it's done for their skin. But also super important, and I go back to this little PYT trio. It's amazing. Super fruit infused trio with, it also has turmeric in it. So it's really, really good for your skin. because we know that what we're putting on the inside is getting into the inside, on the outside is getting into the inside, right?
Right.
Did you know that 60% of what we put on our skin gets into the bloodstream?
I didn't know it was that much.
It's a lot. I mean, it's super high, and a lot of people don't know that. Do you
Okay,
know? Yeah. So he can try your peel pads and your rebalance. But I would love for him. I would really, really love for him to try our PYT, our trio as well. It's a really, really good price.
Oh yeah, so tell me more. Tell me about price. Like, what's that? What's the system?
Yeah. So for you, if you were going to go ahead and get a Pure Results regimen, which is what I really want you to try, and you're going to get the PYT, which is the trio for him, and you guys can try all of that. There are really two ways you can come in. What I find works best and what most people do, you can come in and buy retail. That's fine. You can come in and do our Subscribe to Save program, which is wonderful. They'll give you 10% off, 10% back in product credit, and free shipping over $80. That's awesome. What most people end up doing when they're coming in, especially with a Pure Results regimen and a PYT, is they're going to get one of our kits. We've got a great specialist discount kit that gives you 25% off everything. You're going to get all that and a whole lot more, and I can run you through that. That's $2.99 or $5.99, depending on how you want to come in. If you fall in love, most people end up sharing their link with family and friends. So it's a really, really fun way to just come in and do it and share Ever and share clean beauty, which is really important.
Okay, so what is the $2.99 is a lot. What's the main regimen cost?
The regimen on Subscribe to Save would be $2.29. So for $2.99, and I encourage people to do this all the time, you're going to get your full Pure Results regimen, plus your son will have that PYT, and you can use that too, and I can fill you in on that later. And then you can also grab a Lavish, which is our firming body butter. It is the Allure Best of Naturals winner from 2017. It's absolutely amazing. Actually sold out. We had a 2,000 person waiting list for it, but it is in stock now. And your whole family can use that, Amelia. I mean, it keeps away mosquitoes. It's great for firming up your skin, your neck, crepey skin, stretch marks. We've seen wonderful results with eczema-like issues, psoriasis-like issues, even on young children. So just a fabulous product. So you're going to get that. Plus, you, my friend, are going to get a super fun makeup trio with a beautiful compact, our very, very popular Whiplash mascara, and a little plumping gloss for your lips, which is beautiful. And you get to choose your colors. So you're going to get all of that, which is just a super deal for $2.99. And then you're getting 25% off the whole time. You get a free link, which means that you can share with family and friends at no cost for 60 days. Or if you end up wanting to do this and have some fun with it, which most people do because it's smart.
But really, if I just want to try the products, like I'm not, I'm not. I don't even know if I like them yet. I don't even know, but I can't like be sharing them or selling them. I just like want to try the products.
Yeah, absolutely. Just come in and grab a regimen then for you and one for your son. You get a 45-day money back guarantee. Sample it, see what you think, let me know. And if you're not loving them, you can just send them back. It's simple as that. If you come in, you find that you're loving them and you want to buy again, then jump in and grab the discount and enjoy it.
I mean, the discount is good because I've never spent that much on skincare.
Yeah. Well, it's funny. I thought the same thing. I totally know how you feel. A lot of people feel that way. And then they kind of take a deeper dive into what they've actually done. At least this is in my experience, what I did. And I was actually spending a lot more than I thought I was as a hodgepodger. I was someone who would grab something from the Bobbi Brown counter. I would grab a bunch of stuff at CVS. I'm like, oh, well, that's cheaper, so I'll get that. Before you know it, I'd have all these products, and I was spending far more than I am on a very tailored, well-priced regimen. Our products at Ever, not as a specialist even, just for any customer coming in, are priced somewhere between Clinique and Lancome. When you throw in later that 25% off discount, you're really getting them at a steal for clinical grade products. My friends who really know skincare are blown away by our prices. So, but it has to feel right to you. I'm here because I want to share clean beauty. I want to share something that's worked for me that I love. I want you to feel great about it. I'm of course thrilled if you come in any way that feels right to you. I just like to suggest what I see working for my customers.
No, I really appreciate that. And I'm just trying to think of the numbers here. So
Sure.
Okay, so a regimen plus the other system
Yeah.
would be 255, 235 would be about 250.
Well, you're going to come in. I can get it for you to 229, and then I can get it down. So nine. Let's see. I'm just doing some quick math for you here, plus tax. So you're looking at over $300, even on Subscribe to Save, which is our really nice discount program. You're looking at 289 plus tax to get yourself a Pure Results regimen and a Pretty Young Trio, which is something I really think would be great for your son.
Mm-hmm.
So for about the same amount of money, I think it's going to end up being about $10 more. You can go ahead and grab those two regimens. Plus, you're going to get all the makeup. You're going to get the lavish body butter. You're going to get some marketing materials. And if you don't want them, you can give them to me. I'll take them, or you can toss them. But I love them. I think they're gorgeous.
Yeah, because like right now I don't want to market. I just want to
Yeah.
be trying the products, but I understand that how much more I get.
Right.
I just want to make sure I'm not like, I got stuck like in this other, I got stuck like years ago in this other company, and like there was all these like, I had to like buy a certain amount every month, and I had to like, it was just kind of terrible.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
So I don't like, it can't be that. So that's what I feel like.
Yeah.
I feel like it is it, but I feel like it's better deal, but I feel like it's that.
Yeah, and I totally know how you feel. I don't blame you. I've heard this from a lot of people. This is my first, honestly. My first, what would be considered more widely as a direct sales company. But can I just tell you a little bit about how we work? It might make you feel a little bit better about things.
Yeah, like are they required? Like, am I going to be required to do stuff?
No, you're not. And that's the beauty of Ever. So at Ever, and I've told you a lot about our products, and I know we've talked a little bit about our ingredients and the standards that we follow, but we are as transparent in our business as we are in our products. We want full transparency. And what we mean by that is that you come into Ever as a specialist, you get your 25% off discount, and then you never have to buy anything every month. There are no quotas. There are no minimum requirements. There is no funny business. There are no gotchas. And you know me well enough to know that I would never want to get involved with a company that would do that. I would not be sharing this with my friends, my family, my wider community if I didn't feel that it was completely above board. So I don't know are you still a member of Costco? I know you were.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we run a lot like Costco. You come in, you get this great discount, and then a year from now, if you're still loving the products and you're enjoying them, then you can re-up for $49, and then you just keep going. The beauty of it is if within 60 days of your renewal period, you've bought products, beautiful. You get $50 back in product credit, so it becomes a wash. So it's sort of, and I understand your hesitation. In terms of just cost and just if you want to just be super fiscally responsible, I always encourage people just to go with the kit because you're going to get so much more. And then you can really, really dive into the products and really see what's working, not working, and what combinations work. And that's where I come in. I'm here to help you along in that skincare journey and find the best combinations for you. If you really get in and you don't like the products, and this has never happened, by the way, just so you know, you can ship that kit back. You've got 2 weeks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's really easy. And I wouldn't be, listen, if you were coming to me and you wanted just to buy a lipstick, I wouldn't be encouraging you to do all this. But when you're coming in, just to get these 2 regimens, I really feel like I'm doing you a disservice by not telling you just to go ahead and grab the discount and do with it what you want. You want to build a big business? Great, go for it. You want to come in and share with a couple friends and family? That's what most people end up doing. That's great. You want to come in and just enjoy the discount, not do anything? We very much respect that. Our number one goal at Ever is to get you to come in and just see what a clinical skincare line can do for you. So that's kind of where we are. And I'd love to get you signed up today. It takes about 3 or 4 minutes. I can walk you through it.
It just sounds really good. I mean, I trust you, and I think, if all that's really true, it's kind of a no-brainer.
Well, I've built my reputation on this. I wouldn't be telling you anything if it weren't true. I'm so proud of what we're doing as a company, and I can talk to you more about that, but very, very proud of what we're doing on the product side, of course, since the U.S. hasn't banned an ingredient, Amelia, since 1938 for use in our skincare and cosmetics. I think it's pretty important that we police ourselves. that we don't get these hormone disruptors and these cancer causers into our bloodstreams. But, I really think we should still feel like we can look good and feel good, and practice self-care, and ever lets you do that. And it also lets you do that for me. And you know me well enough to know me. It's let me do that too and give me this flexible work that's just been incredible with no ceiling. So it's a win-win all around. I can't say enough good things about the products, about the company, the people behind them. I would love it if you'd come in any way. And the absolute worst case scenario is that you return this thing, and we'll still be friends. It's okay. It's all good.
Okay.
And I can show you how. I can walk you through it right now. And
well, I have to run pick up my son, so I'm gonna. But is it easy to do? Like, I'll be able to do it tonight.
Well, why don't we set up a time then to talk tonight? What are you still going to yoga or?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, why don't we do this when you're back from yoga, right around 7:30 or so? Why don't you and I just get on the phone then? Is it okay if I call you then?
8 is better.
8, that's fine. We'll do 8. Well, I do have another call that's going to bump up pretty close to that. I'm signing somebody else up, but let's go ahead and do 8, and we'll just have to go fast. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll take good care of you. Yeah, it's been busy. I mean, we've got a lot of people wanting in on this right now on every level. So, that's why I'm glad you can jump in right now. I'm excited.
Thank you. I'm excited too.
We'll talk at 8. I'm going to shoot you my link. And also I'm going to send you some goodies in the mail too, just as a big thank you. So I'm really excited.
Okay.
Yay.
Thank you.
Yeah, you bet. Okay. We'll talk at 8.
Okay.
Thanks so much.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay. So that was good. That was a customer interaction that actually went, all the way through to specialist. And it's a great example of how you can guide people there and paint the picture while I thought Leslie did such a good job of making you feel super comfortable and addressing concerns. Yeah. And so that's just one example of how it can go. I would absolutely, even if someone's looking at one regimen only, I would guide them that way as well. There's just countless stories of people who have come in for the discount, been fully respected in their discount space and caught a whiff and been drawn forward and not pushed forward, because that's not what we do. We draw people forward if they are listening and watching. So,
awesome.
So, yeah. The other question customers can say is, I love what I'm using. Mm-hmm. Right? So we could do that, or we could just talk through that now, if they say, I see your post. It looks really interesting. I'm really happy with what I'm using.
Yeah. And then, so I'm just going to say to that, oh, okay. Well, first of all, thank you. Thanks for checking out my post. I appreciate it. How are you?
I'm great.
Good. It's so good to chat with you. So what are you using now? Tell me, I'm curious.
I'm using, what am I using? I am using, what am I using, Leslie?
Are you still using Aveeno?
Yeah, I use some Aveeno, and I use some, a friend gave me a couple things of Rodan and Fields. She wants me to try that.
Nice.
So, I think that's kind of cool. I was really thinking about maybe trying that, but
what do you like about what you're using now, and what don't you like? Like, are you seeing the results?
Well, I like that nothing's being disrupted. Everything's kind of like even keel. I guess, I think I have pretty good skin. And I kind of am on the, mind of if it's not broke, don't fix it. So, I'm not that interested in changing. I think I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing.
Yeah, no, I totally know how you feel. Talk to me about, are you still into wellness and health, and are you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know much about the ingredients and the products that you're using right now?
I think Aveeno's pretty clean. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I get the sense they are. I don't know about RNF yet. They said that it works really well. Mm-hmm. Again, I think my stuff is working. I don't know.
Yeah. So, it's interesting because a lot of things today are marketed and they're packaged. It's very clever to look like they are clean, right? So we see all of their countless amounts of products out there. In fact, it's just a $70 billion business globally. And so it's so hard for people to really know. So I definitely know how you feel. It's easy for us to feel like, okay, it must be clean. There's like this really cute little green leaf on it. Or, oh, well, the specialist at the company said it was clean, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that happens all the time. And so we're kind of at the mercy of all of these people. So it's super important that we really research the heck out of everything. And it's interesting, you use the word disrupting, and it might be true that those products aren't disrupting what's on the outside, but Amelia, unfortunately, it's getting very clear to us through research that both of those products actually do have the potential to really disrupt more important things like what's on the inside. They both actually do contain ingredients that are potential hormone disruptors and cancer causers. So I'm going to send you over a list. I don't know if you've seen, I've posted this. It's called our Never Ever list. Mm-hmm. And it's a list of some of the biggest ingredients that are banned for use in skincare and cosmetics in the UK, but that are not banned in the US. So we haven't actually passed a law banning an ingredient in the US since 1938. So we're very, very antiquated laws with nearly 1,700 ingredients being banned in the UK. And then do you know how many of those are banned in the US for use in skin?
No.
About 17. So unfortunately, sometimes things that are working okay on the exterior are actually really not working well on the inside. In fact, I've had a couple team members join my team recently who have had some pretty horrific toxicity issues with, in fact, one of the people that one of the products that you were just referring to, and not good at all. Some very, very serious health issues that have come up, even in something as simple as a Lancome night cream, which seems to be a benign product from one of the biggest names in skincare. And this woman actually had autoimmune disease type symptoms and went from doctor to doctor until they discovered that her autoimmune disease type symptoms were actually the result of formaldehyde from her Lancome night cream. So we hear this all the time, which is why I can do what I do with a lot of gusto. You know, we're very, very mission driven in this kind of consumer ed piece of all of this. So I would love it if you would try ever and just see the difference. I never want to speak badly about another company, and certainly not some of our competitors out there, because those gals are working really hard and I really respect what they're doing. But I think if you gave us a chance, you might see really beautiful glowing results, which would be awesome. And you can feel really good about what you're putting in your body too, because we're totally clean. We're totally good for you. We're botanically derived. Just amazing stuff.
Well, that sounds really, is there a way for me to try it before I get it?
You can. I mean, I can certainly send you some samples. What I really recommend doing at Ever, we're really transparent and we've got an amazing customer service. We have a 45-day money-back guarantee. We have an empty jar policy. So if we can determine what products are best for you and are going to take you from good skin to great skin, then we can go ahead and do that. Get you a regimen. Try it, take us for a test drive. You don't love it, you just ship it back. We're based on the Amazon.com model, so it's a really easy platform to work on. You just would print that shipping label off and just ship it right back, and our Delight Center will take great care of you and getting you a really fast refund. So that is, to me, the best way to truly sample us and see if it really works for you. I would be really surprised just looking at your skin and sort of getting a better idea of what you're using if you weren't absolutely blown away by your results. And by the way, you're going to get a really good healthy glow too, because I know what you're using now and what we do.
You have it. All right. Well, gosh, I wasn't even thinking of switching. Send me that list. I'm going to look a little bit more into stuff, and I'll think about it.
Well, yeah, what I'm going to do is send you that. I've got a really fun promo going on right now as well, something that I'm just doing myself. So if we can get you a nice order placed for your regimen, I've got a discount code, plus I'm doing my own little promotion right now, so you'll get a little goodie from me in the mail. Just got to do it, within the next 24 hours and you'll be good to go. So really easy. This is a zero risk thing, which is what I love about Ever. And you know me well enough to know that it's why I can do it, So we don't have to ever worry about any issues with returns or anything. So.
Okay, great. Yeah. 24. Okay. Well, I'll think about it. Send me that list and Thanks.
You're so welcome. Thank you. Thanks for considering us. I appreciate it. There's a lot out there, but there's literally nothing better than ever. So I'm excited that you stumbled across the post today.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Leslie.
Sweet. Thank you. Okay. Say hi to everyone for me. Take care.
I will. Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay. Now, that covers mostly the customer concerns, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. I mean, both of these conversations have been very typical.
Yeah.
I would say that was a very, very, very typical conversation.
Yep.
Absolutely. And that kind of conversation that we just had, and that type of customer, and you find this a lot, people who think they're really into wellness, and they may be your person who eats totally clean. They might be a yoga instructor, but they really, really just don't know. They just don't know about the toxicity issues within our products. So it's our job to do that piece of consumer education. And that's the person who will later on come on and they'll be a specialist. That's a very common conversation you have at the beginning. They'll buy a regimen. They will turn around and buy this regimen. And then the next step will be a kit, and they'll be sharing their link because they're going to go, oh my God, I can't believe I was using da 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 da. So before you even go to the next step that I would take with Amelia is within like the half hour, you're going to, because it's time is of the essence after a conversation like that, send them the never ever list. And then you want to follow up and be like, hey, did you get a chance to look at your products or any of these in there? We know that they are. I mean, already we know the answer. And so make sure that they actually see it. Once they see that those products, that those ingredients are in their current products, they will definitely want to make the switch. And then they'll do that.
And when you ask that, I would include a shopping bag to a regimen. You could customize it. You could also say, take this quiz and email me the results, and I'll customize you a bag. If the person had said, I absolutely need to sample, you would send them the skin quiz, because that gets them on the website and poking around, and take the skin quiz, which if you don't know, it's not obvious anymore on the website. It's your website /quiz. It's just that link. They email you the results, and you can say, I'll customize some samples for you. And if you don't have all those samples at the moment, you can either get them on the fly or pick a couple of the foil packets, like the foil packet of the pads and the youthful, that those two together are the most powerful ones. So you could do that, but that's a bit of a different way to look at it.
Yeah. So definitely two ways to do it. The ultimate way to do it is to just have them sample with the regimen.
Yep.
You're not going to see any results with the samples when we send the samples. And so just always reminding people, when you are buying ever, you are sampling. And it's the number one thing, and it'll make it it's just a much smoother, simpler, faster process for everybody.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's knock out a few of let's say that she's talking to a interested specialist. Okay, I'm very interested. Okay. But I've got all of these concerns, and this is the concerns. There's not one of these that someone might have all of them, or one or two, but we'll just breeze through those as well.
Great.
We'll just jump in as if we've already kind of started talking.
So just to set the stage, how do I know you? How have I met you?
Let's just say that I think I'm just going to be me at the beginning.
Oh, perfect. Oh, so I would be your upline.
Yes.
Okay.
We're reversing it.
Okay, here we go. Okay, let's do it.
Okay. Hey, so Leslie, I'm just so intrigued by this. I'm really, really interested. There's some things kind of in my way.
Yeah.
I'm really concerned about time.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm full at home all the time with the kids. Mm-hmm. Sometimes naps aren't even predictable. I don't know. It seems like you need a lot of time for this. I'm also thinking, I'm applying to other jobs. I can't, especially if I get another job, I can't see how this would go, but there's something pulling me towards it.
Yeah. What have you been doing? Like, just so you've been at home with the kids for how long now?
It's been like 5 months.
Okay.
Actually,
Okay.
I'm sorry. I just have my daughter. I'm back in my real self back.
That's right. So you're
My
back.
daughter, my 5-month-old daughter, and she is just
Yeah.
like the hugest handful. I'm with her all the time.
Yeah.
Um, and I know I need to get something else rolling, but I don't know if it could be something that I could do during this situation. Like,
Right. Right. No, I know. And it can feel like a lot. And I remember where you are. I mean, I remember being there when William was about that age. And it just feels like a lot. The beauty of Ever is that you can totally work from your phone. I have built my business from my phone, sitting in carpool lines, at soccer fields, at swim meets. I'm just talking to the people around me about the products. You fit Ever into your life. So I remember, and I'm sure you do too, but it's like when you're at the beck and call of a boss at a job, you know, where you're feeling all of the stresses of being on somebody else's timeline, fitting into their life. And with Ever, the beauty of it for me is that it fits into my life. I do it when I can do it. I do it when I want to do it. And believe me, it's so much fun that I find myself wanting to do it as much as I possibly can. I mean, I can have somebody, you know, you can have Zia like on your lap and be, you know, posting. I mean, it's crazy. It's so amazing, like what this company allows you to do because it's a female-owned company. Do you know Jessica Herring by any chance, or who that is? Oh my
mm-mm.
God, Amelia, you would love her so much. She's amazing. So, like, what you would get to do, she created this company to democratize entrepreneurship for women. She would literally, like, she would love you so much. She made this company for people just like you because she gets it. She has 2 kids. She knows what it's like. She's built $2 billion companies, so she gets it, you know. And she's like, how can I make that kind of that dream possible for every woman? You know, the woman who maybe you don't, maybe you want to start your own company, but you don't, you've got the baby at home. Like, you can't go taking out $1 million in venture capital debt and like being like doing everything that it takes to start a business. So she just made it really possible with Ever, just like serving it all up on a silver platter. Like, here you go, busy mom.
Well,
Here.
because also you
Go,
say that
go
word
do it.
business, and I certainly like, I don't know how to do a business. Like, I don't even know. I don't even like sales. Like, that's
Right.
another thing. Like,
Yeah. So
I refuse to be a Girl Scout because I don't want to sell things to people at
yeah.
all. So like, I feel like I don't know if that would work.
Yeah, I hear you. I mean, I'm a little publicist, you know. I mean, I didn't have any sales experience either. In fact, most people who come into Ever have zero sales experience. And yet some of the top people in this company are big earners right now. And which is amazing because we're a young company. They are doctors, they're teachers, they're physical therapists. They're not people that are coming from the sales world. The difference at Ever is that we're sharing. We hardly even use the word selling in sales because it's just people sharing something that they love, something that they believe in. I believe in this company so wholeheartedly, and I believe in what it's doing for women like me who are so busy and yet want to work, and they're craving that kind of wonderful, flexible, you know, flexible work. And where the income is just, you know, endless. It's just spectacular what you can do over time to really build out a wonderful business for you and your family. And you set your goals, and then we've got this wonderful team here that's going to help you to meet those goals and map it out for you. And you really do just learn as you earn. I encourage people, and I've got these really great gals on my team, and I just encourage them to just jump in and have fun with this and to reach out and collaborate, and just get involved in a wonderful community, especially when you've got a little one at home. There's nothing better than a group of like-minded women coming together to help each other out. It's a beautiful thing, especially at the beginning as you're earning and as you're learning all about Ever and all about what we have to offer and what we do. So we make it easy. It's your business your way. I think about you, and I already am like have all these ideas about just how easy this would be for you, and how much you're going to love it, you know. And then, hey, if you want to go out and you're looking at other jobs right now, and you've got whatever comes around. I mean, you may have a move, you may have whatever is coming your way. The beauty of Ever is that it's just something that you can always do. It's totally portable. It just moves with you, literally. So it's a wonderful thing. Obviously, everyone knows how much I love it. And I just think that you would really enjoy it. The more I think about you, the more I think, wow, this would be amazing for you on many, many levels.
I mean, I feel like when I hear you talk about it, you know, it makes me feel differently about those things. I, j- uh, the, I don't know about, I feel like you have to know a lot of people.
Do you think you know a lot of people?
Well, I don't know how many you need to know. I feel like I don't want to like run out of people, or I don't want to bug people. I also, there's like knowing people now and then all the people I haven't talked to in forever. I guess I know, I guess I do know a lot of people.
Do you know how many people, because by the way, your question is probably one of the questions I get asked the most. Like, how many people do you think the average person knows?
200.
Actually, 600. 600. And when you really sit down and you start thinking about all the people you know, I mean, the list goes on and on and on. So we always started ever with what we call our warm market, with our friends and family. Because not because so much that we want to sell to them, that we're trying to get them to, come and buy our products, but because we want to share something that's really special with them. The ingredients that we use are so safe and clean and beautiful. We want to share that with people, and we want them to understand why they need to make this switch to clean skincare. And most importantly, really, why they should be making the switch to cleanable skincare. It's a really very much a self-care and wellness company, more than it is anything. And it just brings up like all these wonderful, wonderful conversations. You're going to reconnect with people through it. And we really coach you on how to do that in a way that feels really good to you, that's really authentic. Because, you're not me, I'm not you. You're going to connect with people in a way that you want to naturally and authentically connect with people. And as a coach, that's what I'm here to make sure that you feel good about doing, that you're doing it in a way that works for you. And it's going to build you, ultimately build you wealth, or pay for the cost of your skincare, or do whatever it is that you're looking to do. We never, never, never push people in a way that doesn't feel good to them. What we want to do is get them, like I would ask you to set some good financial goals. And then we're going to map out a way to get you there in a way that feels good. Does that make sense at all?
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
Do you feel like if you insert the word sharing instead of selling, if you understand that it's such a clean, good product, and that you'd actually be helping people by getting them off all the toxic stuff they're on?
That's the thing that helps me. That's
Yeah.
the thing that helps me. It doesn't feel the same from that kind of
Yeah.
approach.
It really is a value add. I mean, Ever is one of those companies that comes into people's lives and it changes it for the better. So it's going to change it whether you're looking to build a team. You can certainly do that. And there's a way that we set up a whole system and a track almost for you if you want to really build team. I mean, not only are you going to just make wonderful friendships and really learn some great leadership skills and use the ones that you already have, because I've known you and I know, I know life even before Zia, and I know what you're capable of doing. So you're going to bring all of that to so many people and build a team, and then end up on a big track where you could earn a wonderful trip, an international trip for you and Robert. Or if you're like really not into that piece of it, let's say you're just not there right now, you can just take that, just share ever, and just go all product. And you can win a wonderful trip that way too, which you'd be coming on at a good time, because there's a wonderful way you can do that right now with the new program that we have. So you can just come out and just share product all day long and never feel the pressure to build team if that's not something that's great for you. That's something that I love to do. I really enjoy it, and it works really well for me. But I have people on my team who are like, you know what, I'm just not into it. I just want to share these products. And that's great, because you're going to be very rewarded for that as well. So that's what sets us apart from all the other companies out there. We know what sets us apart from the products. Like, we know that there's nobody out there that's doing it the way we are on the product side, right? We just trademarked the word clinical. Right? It's like amazing what we're doing. It's amazing. Ani Hadjian came from Bobbi Brown to like make sure that we were able to like do something that was so unique within this crazy big skincare marketplace that it would kind of disrupt the whole industry, right? And that's what we're doing. So you get to be a part of that in any way that feels right to you. And that's what I love about this. I've never knew that a company like this existed, honestly. And I now know that it does. And I know that because I've known enough of the people kind of at the top, quite frankly, our leaders who have come over from Bobbi and Mac and Rodan and Fields and Burberry Beauty and Estee Lauder companies, and on it goes, they're all coming because they know this is the next big thing. So, I would probably encourage you to just really think about this as something that would just be a fun enhancer to your life right now, and something you can do with Z, and she's going to like literally watch you do this.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely would want to build something, I just want to make sure that I can do it. And then, so you can come in with 2 packages, right? Like I'm thinking, cost is kind of a thing. I'm thinking that if I do it, I still have to talk to my husband, but like that smaller one seems like what I would do.
Yeah, I mean, and it's funny that you're talking about the beauty haul, the $2.99 kit, and that's a nice kit. It's very nice. It does make sense for somebody who has maybe absolutely zero intention of ever doing anything with the business. It might, but the way to go is that $5.99, and here's why. And this is what most people who are like you and they want to experience the product and they may want to sell and share their link, that's what they end up doing. You get 1 kit for yourself, you get 1 kit to share, and you get tons of samples, and you're going to need samples. So come in with the $5.99 for that reason, and also because you're never going to get half off again. You're essentially getting over $1,300 in product for $5.99. And then after that, the best you'll be able to do is 25% off. And 25% off is a great discount. That's your specialist discount that we're all going to get when we sign up, regardless of whether or not we're sharing our link, which is like the best thing ever. But with the $5.99, that's a whole kit for you to use and enjoy, so you can do your before and after, so you can really like get engaged with the products yourself. Then you've got that whole other kit so you can sample and share with friends and family. Plus all these samples. So most people who are even thinking at all about sharing ever come in and they do the $5.99.
Okay. That makes sense.
We also have PayPal 6-month credit option, which is really nice. You can pay that off over 6 months. And, some people worry about making their investment back.
Yeah.
And the best thing about our team as we and our company is that we've got a program that's called Fast Start. And you get the first month you join, and then the following 2 months, you get all of these double cash rewards. And we come in and we show you how to do that and how to very, very quickly make that money back. I myself have coached people to make nearly $3,000 in their Fast Start earning period. So, if that sounds like something that you'd be up for doing and you want to do that, I'm here to coach you on how to do that. But we always want to make sure that people know that they will be able to make that money back very, very quickly. So it's really important to me because I need to sleep at night, and I want to make sure that I know that you can make that back if that's something that's important to you. It's a snap, honestly. That part's really easy. So, and people love our products. They come back. Amelia, I don't know if you know this, but Ever has the highest return customer rate, customers coming back for more in our Subscribe to Save program in this whole industry. So people come back for more. They love Ever. So you can feel really good about that just from a business standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I love that for you. And I'm happy to talk to Robert. You mentioned I'm more than happy.
I have to clear this. The top package does sound like it makes more sense. I just need to tell them about it. I did
yeah, absolutely.
try another company previously, and it just didn't work out. And I think, he's probably not going to be psyched about me doing another one.
Yeah.
So I have to talk to him about it. I think it's really great.
What's his concern? What's his biggest concern, do you think, with with Ever? I know you've done a little research already. I'm just curious.
I think because it didn't work before, I don't know what he's actually going to say, but I just suspect that it'll just be like, oh, another thing.
Yeah.
And $600,
Right.
But I can see it, mm-hmm. and I'll express my stuff.
Yeah.
And we'll see what he says, but I do have to talk to him.
Well, just two things. First of all, I talk to husbands all the time. And I really love that he's that involved, because it also means to me, on the flip side, he's going to be really involved and excited when you jump in and do it. So I love that. I also just want to tell you that because I do a lot of conversations with husbands, the number one thing that I hear is they just want to make sure that it's financially sound. You know, most of the time, husbands just love their wives and they just don't want them getting sucked into something that feels scammy. And so my husband's an attorney and I had him look at everything like the contract. He's a contracts attorney. I had him look at everything. And it was fascinating because he was totally fine with it. He said it was very standard boilerplate stuff and that it was a very, very strong company from everything that he had read because he did some offline research. I, of course, did the same kinds of research and found that they were backed by Sequoia Capital. So Sequoia Capital is the same venture capital company, and you can tell Robert this, okay? The same ones that funded Google, Instagram, Facebook, Apple. So on and on the list goes. So they're kind of like the Mac Daddy of venture capital companies. And I know I mentioned Jessica Heron to you earlier. What's fabulous is that Jessica, because she started weddingchannel.com back in the 90s and sold it to the Knot, she went through that whole venture capital process, right? So she had all these amazing connections. She knows that world inside and out. Then when she started Stella & Dot, okay, which is a sister brand to Ever, she developed this billion-dollar brand. She knew where to go. She knew how to get venture capital. She knows how to run a business. Stanford MBA, okay? I mean, this is one sharp cookie. She's not messing around. So by the time we got to Ever, of course, they were like, yeah, Jessica Heron, of course, slam dunk. This woman knows what she's doing. So they're like, yeah, so we've got the same backers as all the big dogs, okay? We are a big dog, by the way. We're going to be a billion-dollar brand in no time. So you can feel really, really good about that. So if you want to have Robert, just look up Sequoia Capital. And I'm definitely going to send you a webinar, a little more info on Jessica, which I think will really help. Let them know she was also just on the Today Show, you know, talking about her whole family of brands, her philosophy, and basically how she builds billion-dollar brands. And why she's just so awesome. So definitely follow her on Instagram, Amelia, too. I think you'll enjoy that a lot. But happy to talk to Robert, or you can pass that along and we can just go ahead and get you signed up now. Totally up to you.
Oh, I definitely have to talk to him, but those are really good points.
Okay.
The other thing is, do you have anybody who was with a nutrition company like me and had a different experience with skincare?
Absolutely.
Because I just found it so, like, I really put a lot into that, and I found it just pretty difficult to move those products. Like, it seemed really, I'm hoping that skincare would be, because I don't even know much about skincare, but the company is sounding really good to me, and I'm just hoping it would be, like, the nutrition seemed like a super personal decision, like almost asking people to make deep lifestyle changes. So I don't know. I imagine it would be different, but I don't know if you have any comparisons.
Yeah, we have a lot of people coming to Ever from other nutrition companies, from other skincare companies for so many reasons. Skincare is fun. Skincare is personal, but skincare and makeup are a lot of fun. So, and when you're getting the kinds of results that Ever's getting, and when you're set up, just in terms of technology, from the way that Ever's set up, it makes it very, very easy. So word's getting around now about our tech tools. First of all, we've got the best tech tools in the industry today. And word's getting around about skincare and how this whole industry, skincare, is shifting to a very much of an online platform. This is how people are buying these products now. We have people coming over from nutrition companies, yes, because this is a much easier way for them to do business. But we also have people coming over from all these other skincare companies. So rest assured, you would be in very good hands, and you will be able to have great conversations with other people on our team and in the company, the whole company, who have come over from other nutrition companies, and they can tell you more about like how that dynamic works and what the differences are, because they are huge. I mean, we are like awesome, and it's all wellness, which is, I know what you're coming from, and this is still wellness. So the beauty for you is all of those clients that you have right now, they can all come over to Ever. So you've already got a really good base there to start with. And I can definitely get you hooked up with some of those people too, if that would be helpful when you're starting out.
Well, you just seem great, and I think it'd be great to work together. Let me talk to Robert and maybe have him talk to you, and then we'll see, but I'm really excited about it.
Yeah, I'm excited too. Do you want to is there a time that works for you guys? I know his schedule is super busy, that we can just get on the calendar now.
I'll have to ask him. Maybe tomorrow afternoon. I can send you a text after I talk to him.
Okay, that would be perfect. Let's text. I've got a busy Ever afternoon. I've got some coaching calls, and I'm actually signing someone up tomorrow. But what I will do, because I'm just beyond excited about you, Amelia, I really am. I think you're going to love this. Is I will move things around if I need to, and just make that happen for you guys, because it's really important to me. And we're just like, I'm over the moon. I'm so excited. You're going to love this so much. Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome.
All right, we'll talk to you then.
Thank you. All right. Take care.
All right, thanks.
Okay, bye-bye.
Sweet.
Okay.
Well, I think that covered most bases for what we all will come across. And yeah, certainly learn from all of Leslie's responses. Those are really great. And until you feel it in your own blood, ask for three-way calls. Listen to this audio, listen to it, take notes. The most important thing you can have are these talking points at your fingertips. It will move the needle for you, because you'll just be able to speak with confidence and joy, while being malleable in any one specific situation. So I hope this is helpful to everyone.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Good luck with all of your prospecting. Have fun with it.
Absolutely.
Take care.
Okay.
Bye, Amelia.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Welcome to the team.